This Champions League broadcast is sponsored by M&M's and Snickers. Champions League sponsors.
It breaks out to Ian Durrant. Oh, that's a wonderful goal by Ian Durrant.
A wonderful goal that set up a mouth-watering prospect. Tonight, Rangers could reach the European Cup final. Good evening. It's the last night of the Champions League and it's all to play for. In less than 2 hours' time, we'll know if Rangers or Marseille will be facing AC Milan in next month's European Cup final. We're going live to Ibrox for Rangers against CSKA Moscow, and throughout the match, we'll update you on events in Belgium, where, of course, FC Bruges play Marseille. Terry Butcher, sporting a wonderful hairstyle, and Davy Cooper are tonight's studio guests, and we'll hear from them in just a moment. But first, let's go to Ibrox and get tonight's teams from Jim Delahunt. Jim.
Thanks, Jim. No surprises in the Rangers team tonight. It's the 11 players who started the match in Marseille. Andy Gorham back in goals, Dave McPherson, John Brown, Richard Gough and David Robertson back at left back. A midfield of Trevor Stevens, Stuart McCall, Ian Ferguson and Peter Hoostra, and up front with Ali McCoist, Ian Durrant. On the bench for Rangers, Ali Maxwell, the reserve goalkeeper, Neil Murray, Dale Gordon, Gary McSwiggan and David Hagan. I'll leave the Russian pronunciations to Jerry and Gordon. You'll be joining them in a moment. Suffice to say, they only have 4 on the bench. 4 on the bench. They only have 15 fit players here at Ibrox. So that's the team news. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Jim. Well, Terry, Rangers must win tonight and hope that Bruges draw or beat Marseille. Will it happen?
Well, I'm confident that Rangers can win tonight. I think the fact that CSKA will come to Ibrox is going to be a very noisy atmosphere. I mean, a lot of Rangers fans will be tuned to radios, and everything else, and eagerly awaiting the result from Bruges. But it's going to be a very intimidating atmosphere for them. I think that if Rangers get stuck into them, as I'm sure they will do, then Rangers will score a lot of goals.
It's a strange one, Davy, isn't it? The supporters there tonight, everyone tonight, watching the events at Ibrox, but listening like mad for what's going on in Bruges. Yeah, that's right. It's gone right to the wire now. But Walter Smith now has to just instill in these Rangers players that they really can only win their game and then look to see what happens elsewhere. But tremendous finish. But I believe Rangers will win tonight, so it's all ease to the other match. You've always been so confident throughout this whole run, Davy, about Rangers. I have done. I don't know. It's one of these things where sometimes your name's on things. I believe they'll go to the European Cup final, and it'll be a tremendous occasion if they make it. Do you agree, Terry?
Yeah, I do very much so. I mean, I think Bruges are all fired up to do well against Marseille. Things that have happened in the past, comments that Marseille have made, and so forth. I think that they'll be fired up. I think that they want Rangers to go through rather than Marseille, so they'll be keen. Obviously, a lot of money for them to play for as well on the night. So I think they'll do it. And obviously, Davy's right. Rangers must get their act together and must be professional about their attitude tonight and go out and do a destroying job on CSKA.
So, yes or no, Terry, Rangers will make the final?
Yes.
Davy?
Certainly, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, the scene is set then for the biggest match in Rangers history. All the players can think about is beating CSKA Moscow. The rest, of course, is in the lap of the gods. The whole of the match coming up. Summaries from Gordon McQueen, match commentator Jerry McNee.
Welcome everyone to a packed Ibrox Stadium. A great sense of anticipation in the air for what is arguably the most important match in Rangers history. Of course, they won the European Cup Winners' Cup back in 1972, and the opponents then were Moscow Dynamo, and they had a famous victory here in 1987 against Dynamo Kiev. So against the Soviet and Russian sides, Rangers have tended to do well. Well, tonight, Rangers' 161st European tie, the 67th in the Champions Cup, and a huge roar goes up now as the teams appear at the mouth of the tunnel. The referee there, Peter Mikkelsen from Denmark, and a highly experienced official. He's just 33 years of age, but he was at Italia 90 and in Sweden last year. Absolute bedlam in the stands as Richard Gough leads out his man. A crowd of 45,000 here tonight, not a spare seat in the house. And now the Champions League anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Champions League. Welcome to Ibrox Stadium in Glasgow for tonight's Champions League match between Rangers and CSKA.
So there is the Rangers lineup, the same team which played in Marseille a couple of weeks ago, and showing two changes from the last match against CSKA Moscow, which was in Bochum in Germany. Really just about the strongest side that Walter Smith can call upon. Mark Catley, of course, is missing because of suspension, but a strong Rangers lineup, there's absolutely no doubt about that. A few of those players will have to watch out for yellow cards tonight, the likes of Ferguson, McCoist, Brown and Durant. So there's the formation. Ian Durant will sit just off McCoist, and plenty of width there with Trevor Stephen on the right and Peter Houstra on the left. CSKA in Moscow showing 4 changes from their last match against Rangers. But one or two players out there who will be known to the Rangers fans. Number 11, Faizulin, very quick player up front, and Sergeev, who almost caught Rangers in the opening seconds of that first game in Bochum when he burst through on goal. So they are short of a few players, but still enough out there to cause Rangers problems on the break. Well, alongside me, of course, is Gordon McQueen, and Gordon, you've been having a look at the Moscow lineup.
Yeah, well, obviously it's a very inexperienced side that we're looking at here. A new goalkeeper in Plotnikov that we haven't seen. He played in the game when they lost 6 goals to Marseille, so hopefully he'll be picking the ball out the net a few times tonight. But let's just hope everything goes Rangers' way tonight, and we could have an absolutely marvellous atmosphere and a marvellous evening.
So Peter Nicholson just checking his watch. He will handle the World Cup tie between England and Holland at Wembley next week. We've heard from Bruges that Raymond Gotals has taken his place on the bench, the Marseille manager. All of that speculation today swept aside. But it's about concentrating on what's happening here at Ibrox Stadium as this Champions League match gets underway. Ferguson sending it forward. It was his goal, of course, which separated the sides in Bochum. And that one swept away by Dennis Mashkarin. Still Rangers have it. It's Trevor Stephen. Well, early signs that this defence could be at 6s and 7s. This is McCall. Ferguson. McCall going for it again with Gushan. And Rangers have the throw-in. Well, a good positive start by Rangers, the players looking very determined. And David Robertson, a long throw specialist. He fires it right in, Richard Gough's up there! And that's a marvellous save by Plotnikov. But the Rangers captain getting well forward. He had a free header virtually from that long throw by David Robertson.
Yeah, it was a very long throw in by David Robertson here, and Richard Gough just loses his markers there, stumbles a bit as he's going to head the ball, but that was nearly a great start for Rangers.
Well, Rangers going for the jugular. This is the only way to play this game. Durant fires it in, it's Ali McCoist. He almost got the break of the ball that came off Malyukov. Antonovic playing it through, looking for Sergeev, but Gough now providing the cover. So by Robertson, but not a very good clearance. Usmanov sending it through. This is McPherson stepping in now for Rangers. Playing it through to Ian Durrant, who's covering a lot of ground. A moment ago, he'd broken the left. Now he's on the right. He plays it in looking for Ali McCoist. It's 1 against 1 here. McCoist, I think, was trying to knock that one back because Houstra and Ferguson were coming in. Ball spinning off his head and into the arms of the goalkeeper. Here come the Russians now. Played off by Zulin. It breaks away to McPherson. Well, we hear that Marseille have scored in Bruges. Boksic after 2 minutes of the match. So Bruges 0, Marseille 1. We'll keep you right up to date with that game. I'm sure there's still an awful lot to happen this evening. So this is Bushmanov. It goes to Korsakov. Sergeyev going in the run, Richard Goff with him all the way. And Goff getting in the challenge. This is Vasily Minko. Switch of play to Antonovic. Faizulin lays it off. Poor clearance there by Robertson. Still it's Faizulin, but Ferguson got the vital touch. McCall plays it through. That's a good ball to Ian Durrant. Little back heel flick there to Trevor Stephen. McCall is ever running in support. This is Houstra. Good play by Houstra. Surrounded by Moscow players, and eventually get it clear to Bushmanov. It's out to Korsakov. Faizulin, challenged by Goff. Faizulin digging in there and doing well. Bricks to Vasily Minko. And the offside flag is up against Oleg Sergeyev. And behind for the goal kick.
Well, it's certainly been a very positive start with Rangers. I mean, they've had the ball in the CSKA box on numerous occasions already, but it's important that Richard Goff and John Brown use their experience at the back and then don't throw caution to the wind, because obviously players like Sergeyev and Faizulin can play a bit, and it's important we keep them in check.
So Rangers have played 9 games in Europe this season, unbeaten in all of them. They've also scored in every match so far. And in 4 of those 9 occasions have fought back from behind, showing great character. McCoy stretching for it, so they're losing out. There's Yuri Antonovic. Got a young side, this. 7 of the players around the 22 mark. So 5 minutes played and no scoring here at Ibrox. It's Faizulin sending it in. The flag had gone up in any case against Sergeyev. Goes Rangers' way. So I mentioned earlier that this was Rangers' 67th appearance. There are the substitutes, incidentally, from both sides. It's the 67th appearance of 132, lost 23 and drawn 11. This is Minko. Takes a return pass, but Houstra did some marking there, but a bit of slack play allowed Faizulin to pick it up. Gushin. Alexei Gushin, well challenged though by Durrant. Swept upfield by Robertson. McCoy is very much the lone ranger at the moment. They get support from Trevor Stephen. Still it's Stephen. Not a bad effort from Trevor Stephen. Well, still looking for his first European goal this season. He scored 5 in domestic matches.
It was good work initially there by Ali McCoy. Held the ball up for quite some considerable time, no player in sight. Trevor Stephen eventually gets the support and tries the shot there.
The Rangers have the free kick and Richard Goff is moving forward. It's left to David McPherson. It's aimed in the direction of Goff. The the touch, but no one there really in support. And we'll just have to be a bit careful on the break here, but we've kept sufficient players back. Deal with Sergeyev and Faisulin. This is Durant. McCoist. Ferguson. Through for Durant. Durant claiming he was impeded, but I don't think there was very much in that one at all. This is Sergeyev to Busmanov. Switch of play now to Antonovic. This is Minko. Busmanov. Sancho. Russians knocking it about. Nice little touch there though by Trevor Stephen. It's picked up by Durant. He was trying to pick out Ali McCoist. This is Malyukov. Faisulin. Challenged by Brown. Shot going in there from Korsakov. He was just 20 years of age. He was an unknown at the start of the season. But he was a sub against Barcelona and scored the winner against the holders. Well, actually Knox made the point about this side. They're so young that they don't know the meaning of the word fear. And they will keep up a fair pace of their own in this match. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But this is Durant for Rangers, giving it away though. Minko, and he spotted Antonovic in a bit of space out on the right, but just overheading that one, and behind it goes for the goal kick.
It's important the Rangers don't let them settle down in the middle of the pack at all, because I mean it's an area where they're quite strong. They've got players with good technical ability. It's important. Ian Ferguson, Stuart McCall, let the Russians know they're about, and stop them playing a passing game that they like to play.
This is the Rangers captain Richard Goff, leaving it now to Trevor Stephen. Cole's racing forward on the left-hand side, calling for it. It's played though to Robertson. Now it's to McCall. It's quickly closed down there though by Antonovic. He's doing a lot of good work on the right side of the field, getting back defending and also getting down the right touch line. The Rangers have the free kick. It's played in the direction of Goff. It's a free kick against Ferguson. Stuart McCall is committed. The player, as you'll see anywhere this season, already is all over the field, making himself available to his teammates. So 10 minutes played here at Ibrox Stadium. Rangers 0, CSKA Moscow 0. And Marseille leading Bruges by 1-0 in Bruges. This is Brown for Rangers. Playing it through to McCall. McCoist. And McCall telling Haustra to get forward. Is it shot to Durant? Risky ball by Durant, headed down though by McPherson. Now it's Goff. Looks it in, looking for McCoist. Turned by Brown, the offside flag is up there. Referee keeping a firm grip on matters so far. He handled the Aberdeen-Dresden game back in 1988 at Pittodrie, so it's not his first visit to Scotland. This is Gushan. Mashkarin. Rotundo by Robertson. Mashkarin in there ahead of Haustra. It's Robertson again though. Robertson racing forward. Haustra provides a cross. McCoist in there! Right across the face of goal. What a chance for Ali McCoist. Superb cross delivered by Peter Haustra.
Yeah, they don't look comfortable at all on crosses. It's a terrific cross here by Peter Hausman. Ali McCoist comes in here and thunders this one. Just slips by the right-hand post. That was a close thing.
So both Goff and McCoist coming close from the cross ball. Ali McCoist looking for his 50th goal of the season for Rangers and out to beat Rangers' European record. And he holds it with Ralph Brand. He scored 12 goals in European competition. And it's Rangers' ball. Trevor Stephen will be very important for in a much more positive role in this game. He played more or less in the right back area in Bochum against CSKA. Here he comes again. Matched all the way by Kosakov. It's Durant hoisting on the high one. Haustra's in there. And it's Haustra as well, getting away from Gushin. It's McCoist again. Well, a second chance falling to Ali McCoist in the space of a couple of minutes.
Yeah, the Moscow back four, they've not came and attacked one single back ball so far in this match. Another good cross by Peter Haustra. Ali McCoist just gets near his marker there, couldn't keep the ball on target. You see here just drifting over the back of Peter Haustra. Good control, whips in a lovely cross. McCoist gets in front of the defender, but can't get the ball on target.
And when you think Gordon in the last game, you know, players like Bistrov and Fokin both missing, and those were significant defenders on that occasion. So obviously, this recast defence taking time to settle, but Rangers really should have hit them by now. But here's another chance on it. It's Haustra. McCoist is there, so too is Durant. It's headed on there by Antonovic. Off playing it through. Antonovic again. That's out of play for the throw to CSKA Moscow. Well, it's encouraging that Rangers are making chances even though they're not taking them so far. It's a bit of a foul throw, but no answers the referee. It's a high upward one for Richard Goff. Beats Sergeev to it. This is McCall. Again, McCoist very much on his own. I just wonder what Mark Hateley might have made of this. There's too many quality crosses going in early on against an unsure defence. This is Brown to McCall. Robertson. Goist does well, chests it down. Haustra trying to get forward in his chance by Alexei Gushin. It's cool defending. That's out of play. Bushman off, just failing to keep it in. So coming up for 15 minutes, and we're scoring here in this Champions League match at Ibrox Stadium. Richard Goff appeared to be held there. The referee right in line. Go through to Antonovic. Robertson has the pace to stay with him. Bushman off, plays it through. So the long one from Gorham, aimed at McCoist. Returns well there against Malyukov, but there's enough cover. This is Brown. Stephen. We've got Durant wide. This is Durant. Haustra has popped up now on the right-hand side. To take on Nashkarin. Ferguson. Haustra still wide on the right. Cole goes for it. And out of play for the goal kick to CSKA Moscow.
I think even in these early stages of the games, it's evident that the Moscow defenders are very, very poor in the air. And as you mentioned earlier there about Mark Hateley, it certainly does reduce Rangers' attacking options when there's no Mark Hateley, because then Peter Haustra has managed to get one or two lovely crosses into the box, and who knows if Mark Hateley been in one of those headed situations, but Ali McCoist get the opportunity to lift well, Rangers might have been ahead.
Well, McPherson knocking it forward. Persson playing in the right back role tonight with Goff and Brown in the central roles. CSKA Moscow lost 2-0 at home to Lokomotiv Moscow on Sunday night. And they slipped from 5th to 12th place in the championship. So a lot at stake for them here tonight. It's a really short window for a number of players who want to make a name in the West. And this is one of them. Faizulin, he gets in a good early cross to the near post. And it come off Oleg Sergeyev. And behind for the goal kick.
Yeah, there's just been a little bit of a lull in the atmosphere over the last few minutes. Obviously, people here at Ibrox with transistor radios and hearing the Marseille result coming through. Obviously, they're a goal up, and it seems to have quietened things down a little bit here. But they should really be getting behind the team, get this game won, and then wait and see what happens.
And of course, even a draw would be enough for Rangers tonight. If Bruce can turn that around, and there's plenty of time for anything to happen at either stadium. Both games kicking off at 8:30 Central European time, 7:30 UK time. And UEFA very strict about that. This is Goff. And a long one from McCoist. Guzmanov. Minko. Playing it through to Gushan. And the offside flag is up against Antonovic.
Just a little bit fortunate there. Antonovic looked to me as if David McPherson in the right back game position there was playing him onside.
So McCoist is ever waiting for it, but that's a disappointing one from John Brown. And Plotnikov, the goalkeeper, just 20 years of age, happy to let that one go behind. John Brown will be disappointed with that. It's his 10th European appearance tonight of the season. He's ever present. So it's Mashkarian who sends it forward. Persson climbing above Sergeyev. This is Minko providing the cover. Oh, it's Brown. Ostra. Brown cut upfield here, but Rangers seem to have enough cover there. Off makes the challenge in Faizulin. It's a call very alert.